Alright, so the last time we spoke about three things that all men need, whether young or old. I want to do a couple others. So, the next thing a man needs is structure. Men need order. In other words, we need rules. If you grow a child, a young man, children in general, but we're talking about males right now, in a way that there is structure. So, hey, you go to your bathroom, you go to bed at XYZ time, you wake up at XYZ time, it allows him to have boundaries. Men need boundaries. Children operate best when there are boundaries. Want to have boundaries that they know what they can do and what they shouldn't do. And when it is that you give a young man rules, mothers especially, make sure that you follow up. So if they break the rule, there must be a consequence to the rules. And let me show you how rules are important for men. That's the reason why men love games. They love video games, they love football, they love cricket, all of that stuff. You know why? Because all of them have rules. If a man knows that there are rules and there is structure, then he's best able to function. I'll give you another example, which is running to the next one. The next thing men need is to be appreciated. You know why? Men love games. Men love games because if they do the right thing, they get a reward. So parents in general in the Caribbean have a tendency of boasting to everybody about what the children do. You reach home and you hear, your father always saying this, your mother always saying that. You boast to your friends and everybody about your pitney, but you never yet say, I'm proud of you, which is something that we need to fix. So your son, tell your son when you're proud of him, you give him rules, you give him structure, you tell him what is expected, and when he does it well, tell him that you're proud. When it is that we show appreciation to men, it ensures and it encourages them to continue doing what they're doing. And for the ladies especially, you know, when your husband does something good, you run to your friend and you tell them, I want him to do something bad. You run to your friend and you tell them, but you also bad him up and cuss and go on bad. No. When he does something that you like, look in his face, draw him close and say, honey, I really appreciate what you did. When he knows what makes you happy and you are vocal about what makes you happy and he's rewarded, then he's going to do this again. And for you who say he shouldn't have to, calm down. Everyone wants to feel appreciated. And oftentimes men, they're providers, they do what is necessary and nothing is said. Okay. But when they don't do what they're supposed to do, everything is said. And so we need a little balance, you know, ever so often. Another one men need is space to work out their emotions. You know, we're always talking about safe spaces, this and safe spaces that. The fact is that in the Caribbean, there is no safe space for men, really. And I'll explain why. If a woman is walking down the road and she starts to cry, the whole world is going to be like, what's happening? How are you? Make a man up on the road and start ball. Everybody and them cousin and them auntie, take a phone and put him on Instagram. So men generally don't have a space to be vulnerable. And what is important for men is to find out where those healthy spaces to be vulnerable are. Because just like women, men have emotions, men go through things. Unfortunately, nowadays, the only time you can ball is if somebody for your pass away or your football team lose. But men need a safe space where their emotions they can have a chance to dive into their emotions and see what that looks like. And that's like 10 videos on their own. But I will say this though, ladies, if it is that your husband, your boyfriend, your brother, whoever comes to you with an issue and he's vulnerable to you, don't throw it in his face, because I guarantee chances are there's a very high probability it's the last time he'll ever be vulnerable with you. Now that in and of itself is another 10 videos, but the point is this is 3 other things that are important for men: structure or rules, being appreciated, as well as a safe space where they can handle their emotions. And I mean, the safe space sometimes is a bar, not the the wisest or healthiest choice. But another safe space maybe on the football field, just to burn it off, or the gym. But men need a space where they can manage their emotions. They can go over how the day was, what happened, and decompress rather. All right. Well, that's it for now. Let me know if you want more, and let me know what major ones I may have forgotten or missed. And as always, stay safe.